It's not just the San Francisco 49ers game day statuses that we got to worry about. We're also going to take a look at the Seattle Seahawks, as they do have some pretty major updates coming out of Seattle regarding two of their key players on offense, starting with the two that are pictured right here. Quarterback Geno Smith. I almost called him 49ers quarterback. That's not the 49ers quarterback. That's Seattle Seahawks quarterback. Geno Smith is questionable for this game against the San Francisco 49ers. However, per Pete Carroll, Geno is expected to play. Apparently, Geno Smith got rocked pretty hard by Aaron Donald in the game last week and kind of had him in question for a short week turnaround to be able to play against the San Francisco 49ers, but it does appear Geno Smith will be out there tomorrow facing off against the San Francisco 49ers, which, for the Seahawks is a good thing. They want their starting quarterback out there. But some not so good news for the Seattle Seahawks is regarding arguably the best player on their entire team. Kenneth Walker is officially listed as doubtful for this game against the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, they spent a high draft pick on Charbonnet, who is their backup running back out of UCLA. He is a rookie, and he has showed some promise. But Kenneth Walker has just been phenomenal since entering the league last year and has done really great things for the Seattle Seahawks. He is a phenomenal running back. I'm speaking of him so highly, not because he is a Seattle Seahawk, but because he was a draft crush of mine. So it is unfortunate to see some of my draft crushes thriving in Seattle. But with Walker, he won't be playing against the San Francisco 49ers. At least that's the way I'm viewing it. With the fact that he's doubtful, I don't expect him to play at all, which is going to be a big blow for them. But like we talked about, they have pretty serviceable backup in Charbonnet who can come in and carry the load. So the biggest thing for them is making sure they have their quarterback under center, which they do, and Geno Smith will be out there. Geno Smith, I wouldn't say by any stretch of the imagination is the greatest quarterback in the world. He has thrown for 2,400 yards. This season, he's done okay. He's got a 65% completion percentage. He's got an 89.7 passer rating. He's definitely not in the category of Brock Purdy right now, but he's not a terrible quarterback. And if you go back to the 49ers' last 3 games against them last season, including the playoffs, the Seattle Seahawks just kind of snuck around. They just kind of stuck around for that majority of those games. They were within reaching distance, but the 49ers were able to keep them at bay. So the biggest thing with the San Francisco 49ers is to make sure that this team isn't sticking around coming into the third, fourth quarter. You want to be able to get a solid lead on these guys and really pull away. They have a knack for just sticking around and, potentially making things interesting down the stretch. I still think this is a very winnable game for the San Francisco 49ers, but you guys already know crazy things have happened and they will happen again. So with Seattle, you never know what's going to occur, but losing your leading rusher in Kenneth Walker, who has 613 yards on the year on the ground, 6 touchdowns. That's obviously going to be a big loss for them. And he's also added 173 through the air and an additional touchdown receiving. So they lose a big time production piece to their offense, and they will be backfilled by Zach Charbonnet, who has 261 yards on 53 carries. He actually has more yards per carry than Kenneth Walker, where Walker's sitting at about 4.1 a carry. Charbonnet's sitting at 4.9. He has no touchdowns on the year, but he will have an opportunity to get into the end zone against San Francisco 49ers, as he will likely carry the bulk of the load. So we'll see. We'll see how the San Francisco 49ers manage this. But more importantly, we'll see how the Seattle Seahawks manage this moving forward without their just an integral piece to their offense in Kenneth Walker. But we will get Geno Smith. Let me know what you guys think about these injury updates. and game statuses in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.